Welcome to Modern Stoic Path. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, stuck in your head, or frustrated by things outside your control, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into 10 life-changing Stoic principles that can completely shift the way you think, feel, and act. These aren't just ideas from ancient Greece. They're practical tools for a better, more resilient life in the modern world. Let's start with the first principle, one that is fundamental to Stoic philosophy. Ready? Let's jump in. Principle 1 is the foundation of everything, the dichotomy of control. Epictetus said, "Some things are within our power, while others are not." It sounds simple, but it's revolutionary when you really sit with it. You control your thoughts, your actions, your responses, everything else, not your job. Think about the last time you got upset. Maybe it was because someone cut you off in traffic, or because your boss gave you feedback you didn't like. Here's the deal. The only thing that's truly yours to control is your reaction to those situations. The other person's actions, not yours. Their mood, not yours. The future, also not yours to control. Social media is a perfect example of how easy it is to get caught up in what's out of our control. You scroll through, see someone's opinion on politics, and boom, you're angry. But guess what? You have the power to decide how much of that negativity you let affect you. Here's a challenge. For 1 week, before reacting to anything, ask yourself, is this within my control? It could be a comment someone made, an email that upset you, or even the weather. By asking this simple question, you shift your focus from external chaos to internal control. You'll notice that by letting go of things you can't control, your mental energy becomes more focused, and your stress levels drop. Principle 2 sounds a bit dark, but it's actually incredibly liberating. Negative visualization. The Stoics practiced imagining loss, losing their job, their health, their loved ones, not because they were pessimistic, but to build psychological resilience. In our world of toxic positivity, we're constantly told to think positive. But here's the catch. Research shows that mentally rehearsing potential losses actually reduces anxiety. Think about it. When you imagine losing your phone for a day, you suddenly become more appreciative of it. Or when you imagine a job loss, you start making contingency plans, saving money, or learning new skills. In essence, you start preparing for life's inevitable uncertainties. Spend just 5 minutes each morning visualizing one thing you value being temporarily gone, whether it's your health, your job, or your relationships. Imagine how you'd cope. Notice how this shifts your perspective. Instead of feeling anxious or fearful, you start appreciating what you have. This isn't about being morbid. It's about gratitude and mental fortitude. Principle 3. The obstacle is the way. This is one of the most famous Stoic ideas, popularized by Ryan Holiday. It means that the very challenges you face are the opportunities for growth. The obstacle itself is the path forward. Think about your current struggle. It could be work stress, a difficult relationship, or a personal setback. The Stoics remind us that challenges aren't roadblocks, they are the road. Marcus Aurelius believed that the key to growth is in how we respond to adversity. Instead of trying to avoid hardship, the Stoic perspective is to lean into it. Face the difficulty and ask, what can I learn from this? Next time you face an obstacle, don't immediately try to escape or resist it. Instead, take a moment and ask yourself, how can this challenge make me stronger? See the problem as an opportunity to improve your character or expand your perspective. When you start to view challenges this way, you transform the way you engage with life. Principle 4. Amor Fati. Love your fate. This is a powerful concept. It means accepting everything in your life, good, bad, or indifferent, as necessary parts of your journey. Life throws curveballs. You can either resist them and wish for a different reality, or you can accept them, learn from them, and grow through them. Think of someone you admire deeply, whether it's a historical figure, a mentor, or even a public figure. Chances are, their success wasn't just built on good luck. It was forged through failure, mistakes, and hard times. They loved their fate, all of it, and used it to evolve. Next time you face something challenging, whether it's a setback or an unexpected change, take a moment and say to yourself, I love my fate. Try to find meaning in the experience, even if it's difficult. Instead of feeling anxious or fearful, you start appreciating what you have. This doesn't mean you stop striving for better. It just means you're at peace with what is. Principle 5. Memento Mori. Remember, you will die. This one sounds morbid, but it's actually incredibly powerful. The Stoics use the idea of death as a reminder to live fully and with purpose. In a culture that avoids thinking about death, the Stoics remind us to reflect on it regularly. Why? Because by remembering that our time is limited, we stop wasting it on trivial matters. We start prioritizing what truly matters. It's a call to stop procrastinating, to stop waiting for the right time, and to start living with intention today. Take 5 minutes each day to reflect on your mortality. Imagine your time is running out. What would you focus on if this was your last year, month, or week? What would you stop doing? What would you start? The key here is to use the awareness of death as fuel to live more deliberately, not to bring fear, but to inspire action. Principle 6. The power of perception. The Stoics taught that things don't disturb us, our judgments of things do. In other words, it's not what happens to us, but how we interpret it that shapes our experience. Let's say you get an email with some bad news. Most people's first instinct is to get upset. But here's the Stoic insight. What if the situation isn't bad at all? What if it's just your perception of the situation that's creating distress? By shifting your perception, by questioning your initial reaction, you can completely change how you feel about any situation. Next time something happens that bothers you, pause. Instead of reacting automatically, ask yourself, what's another way I could look at this? Challenge your assumptions. By practicing this, you'll start to realize that your emotions are not dictated by events themselves, but by how you choose to see them. Principle 7. Virtue is the only good. For the Stoics, true happiness and fulfillment don't come from external sources like wealth, pleasure, or fame. They come from living a virtuous life. The Stoics identified 4 core virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These, they believed, were the only true goods. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the chase for success, money, or status. But the Stoics remind us that these things are not inherently good or bad. They're simply neutral. It's how you engage with them that matters. If you focus on developing wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, you begin to realize that the pursuit of virtue is what gives life meaning. Whether you're making business decisions, navigating relationships, or facing personal challenges, these virtues should guide you. Each day, pick one of the 4 virtues to focus on. Wisdom. Make a decision based on rational thought rather than emotion. Courage. Take a small step outside your comfort zone. Justice. Act in a way that benefits the greater good, not just yourself. Temperance. Practice restraint in one area of your life, whether it's food, social media, or spending. As you develop these virtues, you'll find that your external circumstances matter less. Your inner peace and sense of purpose become your true source of happiness. Principle 8. Live in accordance with nature. The Stoics believed that living in harmony with nature was the key to living a good life. This means understanding both the natural world and your own nature as a human being. You are part of nature, not separate from it, and your actions should align with the way nature intended. In the modern world, we often feel disconnected from nature. We live in cities, surrounded by technology, constantly chasing after things that don't necessarily bring us true fulfillment. But living in accordance with nature means more than just being outside. It's about understanding your true nature and living authentically. It's about balancing your desires, needs, and actions in a way that aligns with the larger rhythms of life. It also means recognizing that there's a natural order to things and that we can't control everything. Take 10 minutes each day to get outside, whether it's for a walk, sitting in nature, or simply taking a few deep breaths in fresh air. During this time, reflect on your life. Are your actions aligned with your true nature? Are you pursuing things that nourish you or drain you? Consider how you can bring your life into balance by embracing both your internal nature and the external world. Principle 9. Be present in the moment. The Stoics were keenly aware of the importance of living in the present moment, a concept that's particularly relevant today in a world full of distractions. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, constantly reminded himself that life is happening right now, not in some distant past or future. How often do we get caught up in the past, regretting things we can't change, or the future, stressing about what hasn't even happened yet? These mental patterns steal your ability to engage with the present, where life is actually happening. The Stoics believed that focusing on the present moment is where we find peace and clarity, because the past and future are beyond our control. Try this. Take 5 minutes today to focus entirely on the present moment. Engage your senses. Feel the air on your skin, the ground beneath your feet, and really listen to the sounds around you. This small practice can have a profound impact on your mental state, helping you center your thoughts and focus your energy on what truly matters right now. Principle 10. Self-discipline is the key to freedom. The final principle, though often misunderstood, is one of the most powerful. Self-discipline is the key to freedom. The Stoics believed that true freedom doesn't come from external circumstances. It comes from mastering yourself. In other words, the more control you have over your impulses, desires, and actions, the more freedom you'll experience. In modern life, we often think that freedom means being able to do whatever we want, whenever we want. But the Stoics taught that such freedom is illusory. Real freedom comes from not being enslaved by your impulses, whether it's resisting the temptation to procrastinate, exercising restraint with food, or cultivating the mental fortitude to persevere through challenges. Self-discipline creates a sense of inner freedom that no external situation can take away. Here's an exercise for you. Identify one area of your life where you lack self-discipline. Maybe it's sticking to a workout routine or managing your time more effectively. For the next 30 days, focus on building that discipline. Start small, but stay consistent. Watch how this discipline expands into other areas of your life, eventually leading to a more liberated and empowered you. By understanding and practicing these Stoic principles, you unlock the ability to live a life of greater purpose, resilience, and clarity. Remember, Stoicism is not about avoiding difficulty or seeking comfort. It's about facing life's inevitable challenges with grace, finding meaning in every moment, and cultivating an inner strength that no external force can shake. As you take these principles into your life, you'll begin to notice a shift in how you approach your days, how you handle adversity, how you treat yourself and others, and how you find peace in a chaotic world. The path of the Stoic isn't easy, but it is one of the most rewarding journeys you can take. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found these Stoic principles valuable and thought-provoking. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Modern Stoic Path for more content that helps you live a more purposeful and resilient life. As always, feel free to share your thoughts, experiences, and questions in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're applying Stoicism in your daily life. And remember, no matter what life throws at you, you have the power to control how you respond. Stay stoic, stay strong, and I'll see you next time on Modern Stoic Path.